the 2nd of January, the Starink went ahead to obviously put out a letter, but it was addressed through the UN representative for the United States. The UN ambassador to the UN went ahead to obviously share the letter that read, to the Honorable Executive Director, Uganda Communications Commission, UCC, Plot 42 to 44 Spring Road, Bugolobi, P.O. Box 7376, Kampala. That's where the offices of the UCC are, Uganda Communications Commission. The subject was Redirective to Stop Illegal Provision of Telecommunication Services in Uganda by Starink. Dear Honorable Executive Director, Mr. Nyumbi Tembo, I'm in receipt of the Uganda Communications Commission letter dated 1st January 2026 to Starlink Global Internet Services Uganda Limited concerning the illegal use of satellite internet services by individuals in Uganda. To be clear, Starlink Uganda itself is not selling or making satellite internet services in Uganda because it's not yet licensed by the UCC. Because of your letter, however, we are aware that satellite services provided by affiliates of Starlink Uganda, collectively Starlink, are being used illegally in the country. Please be advised that we have taken action to rapidly and decisively respond to the concerns raised by the UCC. On the 1st of January 2026, Starlink implemented a new service restriction tool for Uganda. As a result, as of 1st January 2026, there are no Starlink terminals operating in Uganda. Starlink underscores that any individual who are operating Starlink terminals in Uganda prior to 1st January 2026 had purchased and activated the terminals in countries where Starlink is live and authorized, but then illegally imported them into your country. Any Starlink usage in Uganda was without our approval or consent and in violation of our terms of service. Starlink Uganda has never imported or distributed terminals in Uganda. We reiterate that there are no Starlink terminals operating in Uganda as of 1st January 2026. Starlink is committed to operating with the UCC's regulatory requirements as we work to complete the licensing process in Uganda. We appreciate your partnership and look forward to Starlink's future in Uganda. Our terms remain entirely at your disposal for any clarifications required. This is Ben McWilliams, Director, Starlink Market Services, Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. Sincerely. Now, that's the letter that was put out by Starlink marketing executive to the side of Uganda. And they are confirming to the public or to UCC that they are not operating in Uganda, not until they are really being issued a license. You understand that those Starlink equipments that are really operating in Uganda came from outside countries, because you can really use it and you can obviously work with it anywhere. You can work with your Starlink device anywhere, provided you are connected. And that's what Starlink went ahead to obviously say. And they said that they've not gone ahead to distribute any terminals in Uganda. Now, after that letter was really put out, today, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who is on his campaign trail in Bugisu sub-region, went to his X account and really penned down to Elon Musk, the owner of this. He said, "Hello, Elon Musk. As you cheer the fall of a dictator in Venezuela, here in Uganda, your Starlink has disabled citizens' access to its internet just days to the January 15th election in which we seek to peacefully end Museveni's 40-year-old dictatorship. Like other dictators, Museveni has suffocated free expression, engaged in mass killings, brutally prosecuted the opposition, and suppressed citizens' rights, among other atrocities. Please reactivate Starlink internet access in Uganda so that citizens can be able to communicate and stand a fair chance at shaping their destiny. Democracy dies in darkness. That's what Bobi Wine went ahead to do as he tagged Elon Musk and Starink. Now, we are waiting for Elon Musk's reply because he is a gentleman who owns X, you get? And he is an X-flick. He's ever posting, you know? And he has just gone ahead to jubilate the overthrow of the dictator of Venezuela, that is Nico Maduro in there, who is now in the US. Now, I don't know how far this will help, but he has put out the information. But one thing I've gotten to know is that Starlink has not gone ahead to get what you call a license to operate in Uganda, and they're still underway. And even today, I watched President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in the State House when he was really hosting some social media influencers. When asked about internet, he was like, I'm still talking to Elon Musk to see whether what he's telling me is true, that his internet is really cheaper. And the fact is, his internet is really cheaper than fiber internet. And it's really very, very, very fast. So we are waiting to see how this unfolds. But Bobi Wine has gone ahead to pen a letter to the owner of this internet, who goes by names of Elon Musk. So we wait and see how that pans out. But obviously, internet will be switched off in Uganda. And we don't know when, but I think they are going to start switching it off in phases. As you see to it that this Starlink is now off. So I know the next phase will be to the data users. And I know the last day towards elections, that's when those using fiber internet will be turned off. That is it. So that's what you're really having in here onto the Ugandan stance. What do you think about Bobi Wine's special letter to Elon Musk, the owner of Starlink internet, that has come up and obviously put out a letter that has sent Bobi Wine into a total ranting mode on his X account? We sign out, and good night to everyone.